Hey y'all, I'm Flint.
And I'm Lena.
Welcome back to Queer Dice Rolls, the podcast where two queer, neurodivergent, and chronically ill bards try working out their pasts, identities, and problems, one conversation at a time.
Join us as we, once again, fail our deception checks and share just a little too much.
Hi, Lena.
Hi, Flint. How's it going today?
It's alright.
I know, it's been a weird week, but at least we got to watch football.
That's true.
I am a college football convert now, so that's really fun. It's nice when people explain to you how things work and don't get mad at you for not knowing the rules.
Oh man, are we going to talk about your sports drama right now?
No. Anyway, it was a good game today. I mean, it wasn't, but it was successful.
Yeah, I mean, we've traded sports, which is fun.
Yes.
And we've watched cycling with you, which is cool.
Cycling. If you haven't watched the Tour de France, do it.
It's much more interesting once you actually understand what's going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of social drama, which is great.
There's social drama, but there's also it's interesting once you understand people have different roles and stuff and seeing the different body types and all that. So.
Yeah, and then it's like a team. It is a team sport, even though it's...
Which I did not know, so...
Ooh, fun. And I learned so many things about football, and I think, like, the team makeup of that has been really interesting for me to learn about, too. Mm. Especially with, like, y'all's... The team that you support, like, your kicker, oh my god. If you didn't have that kicker, holy shit. Like, we stand.
Recruitment is important.
Yes, recruitment is important. And I love hearing about all the... We've talked about a lot of rituals the past few weeks. The, like, ritual of going to Saturday football church.
Oh, worshiping at the stadium and worshiping at church?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are two services over the weekend.
Full weekends in the fall. And, of course, the food, which...
Yeah, I went to the University of Georgia, so it's all about college football and taken very seriously.
And they have, as we saw today, very cute mascot. I mean, we see it every day, but both the teams had mascots. They had stats.
Yeah, it's because we were playing the Mississippi State Bulldogs, so it was Bulldog versus Bulldog. Though theirs is they just look different, I guess.
They do. But I love a good mascot. Texas scares me. That
the Longhorn?
Yeah, I mean, it's just so big.
The Longhorn that they drug to oblivion
I know.
to have it around.
It's so sad. I'm like, don't do that to this poor animal. And then there's Georgia Tech, and they have a car, an animate car.
Because they should. The Ramblin' Wreck is very important.
It's great.
Well, they also have the Yellow Jackets. So.
Oh, that's true.
But it's not like they have like a yellow jacket that they actually have like on a little string.
That they drug to oblivion to make sure it doesn't sting everybody. I love this idea, honestly.
Can you imagine?
They would have to get a new one every week.
That reminds me of like flea circuses. Have you ever heard of a flea circus?
I don't know. What is that?
Oh my god. Okay. It was a big thing in like kids' movies and cartoons when I was like little. But it was like a sideshow essentially of like a miniature circus, and all of it would be moving, and they would say that it was a flea circus, like that there were little fleas that were making it do everything when it was really just like animated, like animatronic or whatever.
That's really cute.
Yeah, I can't believe you've never heard of a flea circus.
No.
I feel old.
It could just be something I don't remember. I've seen A Bug's Life. Is it in there?
Yeah, that's the whole joke. He's a flea that runs the circus.
Oh my god. I haven't seen it. We have to rewatch it with the kid. I haven't seen it in so long. I feel like I would understand that joke now. I think I just thought it was I took it at face value when I was a kid.
Anyway, with our most random intro to date.
Yeah. So we're back, and you guessed it. We're talking about the Dragon Centers. Continuing our tale.
It is very obvious from our intro today.
Totally. I mean, we encountered 10 flea circuses this episode. No, there's only one circus that matters.
It's a carnival.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really
Circuses have
swinging.
games and such.
Oh, It's just me being River today.
Um, so we were split last time we talked about everything.
Yes. Last time we did a little I forget what those kind of episodes are called, where they do a really low budget episode where they are in like one room. That you know what I mean?
Bottle movies or whatever?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
It was a bottle episode about Myrth, River, and Zade at the monastery.
Honestly, I think it's the art I'm most proud of so far.
It's so good. It's my favorite art for sure.
I can't believe I found a almost Myrth's hand. I just couldn't change the color of it. So
I still think it looks like similar to the shading that like you've got up on the one that you painted.
well, yeah, like that would. His hands are like a part of him that's a little bit darker. So,
But I love that art, and then the one with the boat. I think those are my like two favorites.
with the hag hidden in the background.
Yes. Hags. Are we gonna hear about them again today? I don't know.
I don't know. Don't I see them every day?
Pretty much, they haunt you.
Yeah. So it was just the three of us. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of go back in time a little bit and talk about what Kayleen and Edain were up to with the carnival, and then we'll reunite and separate again because it went so well the first time.
Yeah. But at least it's not for as long. But we also have a fun segment of let's make a new plan and
That's true.
see how that goes. So
I just remember the second separation, and it was not a fun time. So
at least nobody died. I don't know.
Miraculous, to be honest.
Yeah. So we've got more fun Dragon Center things to talk about today. But first,
A word from our characters.
welcome to our newest segment, Corrections, where we correct anything that we fucked up.
Or forgot.
Or forgot, yes. Thank you, Myrth. So today we have corrections from Bartis and Buck, and oh, baby, it looks like we're starting with my husband, Havoc. Hello.
Alchemist artificers get the heal spell and greater restoration, which are both 6th level spells. Once per day, even though as a half-caster their spell level cap is 5th level spells. Kayleen still has the 9th level mass cure wounds scroll.
Wow, that's a powerful scroll. It actually depends on the edition of D&D for the base type of gargoyle. Back in 3rd edition, they were monstrous humanoids with a subtype of earth. And in D&D 2nd edition, and before that, nothing had a type beyond the flavor text in the descriptions. So take 5th edition with a grain of salt and make it work for your setting. And a fun fact, a group of gargoyles is called a nestiness.
If I remember correctly, y'all had a few surrounding you on the bridge that landed, and a couple more flying when Myrth used, that's me, Steel Wind Strike, so there was space on the bridge and on the other side of them to finish the cast in, nicely flanking one of them for Z to then smite it.
In Bartis's head, it was a skeletal pterosaur that Sunly rode in on, and it was just blocking the way because it was a large creature.
My memory is faulty too, but I remember it being the first gargoyle with the princess getting stunned by River, then suddenly jumping off along with the other big gargoyle, who he had ordered to catch the first one, and then hypnotic pattern.
Well, that's all of our corrections for next week. We'll be back with, I'm sure, many more. But now, back to the show. We're back. Yep, we split the party. So let's go back in time, like you said. So, we did all that fun stuff, and the three of us, Myrth, River, and Zade, had gone to Kirsabal, and in the meantime, Kayleen.
Meanwhile, back at the base.
Can you do that again later?
Yeah.
At some point.
Just to like imagine the like Batman like
Next time.
next time on Dragon Ball Z. All right.
Wait, can you do one more? Can you do the in a world, please?
In a world. She's enjoying that my voice is trying to drop again.
Yes. Anyway, I'm sure our listeners are also enjoying it. So.
Meanwhile, back at the base.
Kayleen wanted to finish completing the blueprint essentially for his circuit attunement. Correct. That we talked about in the first level of the scary dungeon time.
Yes, because he had gotten all the components and data he needed. He just had to spend the hours finishing the blueprint, right?
Yes. So when I talked to Bartis about my notes and stuff for like these past few weeks, they were like, you had most of the stuff down. Like essentially when we played those sessions, we spent most of the time with the three of us at the monastery, and they had like a little bit of I think Bartis was like, hey, what do you two want to be doing? And it wasn't a very like long amount of gameplay time, because it was mostly Kayleen doing rolls and then Edain just saying like, this is what I did, and then we got back together. So Buck, if you have any of your notes about stuff that Kayleen rolled, that would be great if you'd like to share any of that. I have all the stuff for when the project that you make with circuit attunement happens.
Yep.
But essentially, Bartis said like Kayleen was rolling in the background a bunch for finishing this blueprint and did it successfully while we were gone. Mm-hmm. And essentially could use it however he wanted to use it in the future. And do you remember if Kayleen has plans to like publish it or share it with anybody that he's talked about? Because I don't
know. No, my understanding is that this is just all invention for pure invention's sake. And then there's some like really big inventions that Kayleen's more secretive about.
Yeah. So that was happening with Kayleen, and then Edain was mostly spending time with her family because we had just rescued them.
Yep. And they were a little traumatized.
Just a bit. And Bartis also thought that she also tried to tame one of the winter wolves again.
Yep, that makes sense.
And I think not successfully, but
don't worry, folks. One day she gets a wolf.
Uh-huh. Next time on another session. And the carnival, they were all with the carnival, and all of them were keeping each other safe.
The carnival at that point, like we had talked about, everybody kind of was trying to figure out where to set up headquarters, and there was a lot of political stuff happening that I couldn't tell you because I don't care. But there was a bunch of political stuff that was like Tazim's very involved with, that was also trying to be worked out, which was why we went to Kirsabal.
Yes, because they wanted the princess to help with the political things. Mm-hmm. So they were all still in the jungle near where the undead dungeon was. And so that was kind of most of what was happening while we were gone. And then the next actual play session, what we opened up with was Onitha, Kayleen's wife, messaged him and said that her cover had been blown. Which is not a message you want to receive.
No.
Because she's like a huge undercover agent.
Yeah, and she was in a military fort. If y'all remember way back in the beginning, the fort with the commander who was a pain in the ass, and we had to get all the like writ of exploration stuff happening. She was undercover there, trying to prove that they were essentially stealing from. They were lying about their money, essentially. Um, so she would have been surrounded on all sides by the anemone. Anemone.
Yeah, so she messaged Kayleen, and I think Kayleen probably like told Tazium and Edain, but we weren't back yet.
No.
So he couldn't really do anything about it until we got back. But we discussed it later. Mm-hmm. So that was the first thing that happened. And then I think we switched back to like the three of us. And River, I have notes about him meditating in his core, trying to see if he could sense Sun Li's core again, essentially, to find out if he was like dead. And because he's like able to kind of project himself out now.
Yeah, because you were also holding that crystal that broke, and so you were trying to figure out, was this like the source of Sun Li, or is Sun Li still out there somewhere?
Yeah, and so he saw the same like core that felt like a dead star, and it was still there, and there was an Eblis floating around in it. Which and we still had the gem, like you said.
And to remind you guys, the Eblis was the symbol of our friend who took over a river, Papa Zade.
Yes, and the amulet that River had is still in Kayleen's bag, and we still have that broken gem / gem dust.
Yes.
So he could like feel it, and I think he told like the two of you like, hey, I don't think he's dead. This has something to do with whatever else is happening.
I remember making a snarky comment about how he was already a skeleton.
Didn't remember that. That's great.
I'm pretty sure he is dead. He was a skeleton.
What?
He was a skeleton, love.
Oh, well, you know what I mean. So we after that whole battle, we talked to Ashara again, and she wanted, the leader of the monastery, and she wanted to thank us for saving them with the Dance of the Seven Winds.
Because we did keep the casualties very low. Like, they were trying to murder these people.
Mm-hmm. With no remorse.
Yeah.
So she was like, I want to do this ritual for you. And
it was supposed to be very, very sacred and special. So, and any opportunity that Myrth has to see a new type of dance is like, he views it as extremely, extremely important and special. So
yeah, and so we were like, of course, we would love this. Mm-hmm. And, you know, can we bring the rest of our group? And she was like, sure, that sounds great, but I need something for it. And if you would be able to get that for me, that would be great, because we like haven't had one in forever, essentially. And she wanted a black lotus flower.
Very special kind of flower that only grows in one place.
Yes, it's a garden called Nengalore. And that's where it is rumored the previous queen of Omu, Queen Zalcore, who we mentioned like a few episodes back, she lives there.
She was cursed.
Yes, she was like cursed and banished there, because she was very vain and wanted to be like beautiful for the rest of her life, and essentially was like cursed and banished to this place with her lover, and they made this garden.
Yeah.
So it's not super far from where we are.
But we've never been there, and it would take days to walk there, so all aboard the Myrth train.
But first, we have to just make a plan.
I know, but we have to go get everybody first.
Yes.
And that turns me into a taxi.
Yes. This is your true polymorph.
It's my true calling. It's my purpose in life, to cart you people around.
No, please. So we teleported back, I believe, to everybody.
One.
7th
level spell.
And then we essentially discussed with everybody, hey, this is what happened where we were. What happened where you were?
Also, Tazium, What? Why didn't you inform me that this person was like this?
I'm pretty sure he didn't give you any good explanation for that
No,
either. He was just like, oh, a teenager? I don't know. Sorry about that, Myrth. Sorry, thought you could handle it, which you did,
Uh-huh.
but it sure wasn't fun. No wonder Tazium didn't want to go get her. Honestly. So we like relayed the stuff with Ashara and the stuff I think with the princess who
And Sun Lee.
yes, and the princess had said, "I will let you take me to
Yes, but I had to take her.
and yeah, 'cause she like made that deal with us before Sun Lee and the gargoyles got there. That was like, I will let you take me, but you have to get me my chalice from
Yes.
Omu first.
And now, like, I don't remember what we should have asked Bartis the position that she was talking about, but now she's like insistent that Myrth is her personal guard.
Yeah, it's like her.
Like getting to leave. I don't know if you remember this, but I remember
What?
getting to leave Kirsabal just to go get everybody to bring them back was an ordeal.
I don't
Because
remember.
she was like, I'm not going to leave your side.
I just don't want to be around 16-year-olds. You know? That's not something I need all the time.
They're not like that. I taught high schoolers. They're not like that.
No, that's true. I also
She's
like,
just something.
she's a piece of work. A little princess lady.
Princess lady.
And Bartis did a great job inhabiting that character.
Yeah, one of our friends, Falcon was like, I wanted you to not catch her. I wanted you to eat her off the cliff myself.
Oh no, she fell. I'm glad that they felt that way too. That's great. So we got back to everybody and we were like, great, let's make a plan, everybody. Yay. So first very important thing
At dawn
was
we plan.
Sorry.
Sorry, that was a CR reference.
That was great. So first thing in our plan was let's go save Anatha.
Yes.
Like let's go snatch and grab Anatha and teleport back to like the mansion. I think you were gonna like set it up so that we could teleport back.
I was gonna do the gate and try to get Anatha with a true name again. So this is the true names. I am collecting true names. Because nobody else can say it quite right, but I can. Mm-hmm. Which was the thing we were discovering.
Yeah, Myrth really is like a... It's like that, it's that bard thing. They collect something, right? Like you're collecting true names and stones, like rocks from everywhere.
Well,
and
it's not that. It has to do with what's happening in the background with my backstory that I don't know about.
Of why you can say everybody's...
Why I can say everybody's
I
name.
know. But Myrth is like, he's being so smart about this kind of stuff. And I thought that it was like...
I think I'm smart.
Yeah, of course I do.
You're the only one.
Also, you've really come into this like kind of group leader role and you really think ahead.
So, I don't really start collecting the stones in earnest.
Oh, do you not?
Like, I was doing it most of the time and trying to remember. But with this thing that comes up is when I actually start like being on top of it and labeling everything. And like there is a separate bag that has all the places we have ever been and might need to be.
I feel
so
like...
that we can teleport there safely.
Did you like have kind of a bag that represented that when you did his cosplay for Ren Fair? I remember that. That was great.
Myrth doesn't carry very many things, so like it was especially now that we have the mansion.
Yeah. He's not covered in bags like a Kayleen or somebody else. So we were like, okay, great. We'll go get Anatha. We'll come back. And then we will go and get the Black Lotus and go back because we were going to move the family and everybody to Kirsabal.
Yep. But we needed to use the gate to get Anatha because I did not have enough spells to do all of this in one day.
No. And nobody, like Tazium, nobody else in the carnival has teleport or anything, right? I don't think.
Yeah, because I think that's why Tazium was like, that's why I don't have teleport. After what happens next.
What a bitch, honestly.
I love him. I love him very much, but yes.
He's a smart man.
Uh-huh.
So we were like, we'll go get the Black Lotus, we'll come back, we'll reunite with everybody, we'll give Ashara the Black Lotus, have the Dance of the Seven Winds, have this like beautiful ritual.
Because it's gonna give us a boon,
Yes.
essentially. We weren't sure exactly what, but we wanted to do that before we tried to go to Omu.
Yes, and after the Dance of the Seven Winds, Kayleen was like, please let me make my project before we go to Omu as well.
Yes, but for reasons that you will find out.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not even going to say what the project is. I don't remember if we have, but...
We've kind of mentioned it a couple times.
Yeah. But Kayleen was like, I want to make my crafting project, and I probably need everybody's help.
Yes.
Because of that domestic magic crafting system
but first,
we're using.
We get on.
Yes, we get her, and...
So, Kayleen has to give me Anatha's true name.
Mm-hmm.
What was interesting, this is what I remember, and I don't know if this is exactly what happened, but like I remember essentially the way that Myrth heard true names is he would have the person who loved this person the most or knew them the best say their name as earnestly as they could, and he would hear something underneath it, and that's what he would say.
Yeah, because you did it for Alara.
Mm-hmm. I did it for Alara, and I also know their little girl's true name as well.
Saren.
Yeah, Saren's.
Yeah, and this seems to be working out very well for you.
But so it worked,
mm-hmm.
and we did the mansion trick again. So we opened the gate up. She had met us before, so I grabbed her, and then that one went off pretty much without a hitch. There was no fight or anything. She was just she was hiding, and we appeared behind her and brought her through.
Yeah, because she knows what's up.
Uh-huh.
So she was just like, I'm going, right?
Yeah.
Like, Kayleen and his friends are here to help me. Great. This is why I sent the message.
But then after that, we all did a thing where we were like, wonder what everybody's true names are.
Mm-hmm.
So I have everybody in the party's true name and what they sound like and stuff. So, but what's interesting is that nobody else can say them.
Yes.
Only Myrth can. Mm-hmm. And this is when I heard my true name for the first time.
Yes, that's correct.
Everybody else can kind of hear it when it's said, but it's very interesting.
Yeah, so Myrth's true name is a bar of music.
Mm-hmm.
It's 3 notes that create a harmonic chord.
Yep. Nobody else's is like that. Everybody else's is like a word
mm-hmm.
that produces like a feeling or a taste or a sensation of some kind.
Yeah, and I remember we were all surprised, but you were like, what is happening?
Yeah, I was just like, wait, I'm music? What does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
We still don't know.
Next time.
We still don't know.
Yeah. So, that was such a cool moment.
I agree, because again, remember, I still don't know what Myrth's origins are, or what happened for the first 7 years of his life. It was a very fun thing that Bartis and I came up with together, and I have been tempted on many an occasion to ask.
You've been very patient.
I know. I gotta hold out hope that we'll actually play again.
I know. I I
But
do
that
too.
means the world gets better. So.
Well, then that means we have to hold on to hope in general.
Exactly.
This is part of the thing we are trying to do.
Yeah,
So
but I was shocked. Like, I mean, everybody's true names were really cool, and I remember what was really interesting about mine was that when I said it, everyone heard something different.
yes.
They heard me say a different word too.
Yeah, everyone heard like different versions of your name
Because
or
we
multiple.
we talked about it once. River heard Aditya.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else heard finesse. And somebody else heard
I've got it if you want.
mirth. And then I think somebody else heard something else.
Zade's is the one that I think is.
Zade, yeah, I remember Zade heard some. I was like, you.
Hold on, I've got it. I did write it down. I just didn't copy the entire thing into my my show notes. Here we go. So, like you said, River hears Aditya. Edain heard like a combo of Myrth and Finn.
Mm-hmm.
Kayleen heard the same thing, but very Kayleen, a combo of Myrth of the Dance and Finesse the Blade.
Yeah.
The longer version.
The longer version. So.
And Zade heard Myrth, Prince of the Fiends.
Because he's a butthead. Yes. It's so mean.
It is mean.
Prince of the Fiends. What a jerk.
I know. That's his MO.
Because I was like, you guys listen, it's just music. And I said it, but I was saying, apparently, I was speaking something that sounded like celestial, but was something purer than that.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a kind of dialect of it.
Yeah.
That was like lost to time.
It was such a cool moment.
Yeah.
But everybody's like true names were really fun. But Myrth has all of those, and then there were some people that refused to give it. I think Myrth tried to ask everybody
In the carnival.
And I have written down, like, again, like all the places that I've collected, but I know Tazium refused.
I do remember that.
Tazium, like, angrily refused.
Yeah, vehemently. I'm sure there's a huge plot reason for that.
What do you mean? We don't find out that he has dirty, dark secrets later.
I'm just like staring ahead into the middle distance, triggered by the mention of.
So, Anava's safe, and then she told us what was going on, I believe, right?
Yeah, so also honorable mention, this is when we became level 17.
17.
Which is crazy.
17.
Like, if you... Let me just roll this back for you here. So, we were level 17 at this point. I believe now where we've paused, we're 19. The amount of shit we have gone through between levels 17 and 19 is exponential. It is so crazy.
Yeah, it's just a few things. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just a few. So, we had a big...
It's when I get my 9th level spell.
At level 17? Oh my god.
Okay, so I was just checking how many spells I had to teleport with.
What, do you have 4 slots? Or is it 3?
I have 1 7th, 1 8th, and 1 9th.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. And one of those would be used for the mansion this day. So, you have like 2 teleports, essentially.
Yep.
So, anyway. Just wanted to mention that. So, I wonder what Myrth's 9th level spell is. You want to keep that a secret until you use it?
Very much so.
Okay, great. So we discussed after we got Anatha, because that was number 1, the rest of the plan before we wanted to go to Omu and what modes of travel, including #Myrth taxi. We were gonna. I know. I'm sorry. So we were super worried.
Imagine like that bus that looks like a cat.
From the Magic School Bus.
I don't remember. It was just an image I got in my head. Really.
I
Just
think it's
Myrth face.
I think it's the magic school bus, but I see it now and I can't unsee it, and I feel like I'm gonna have a nightmare.
Yay.
Actually, I want like a cute
So,
cartoon. So we discussed that, like we said, like Omu's super dangerous. So Kayleen was like, we have to make my crafting thing, and we wanted to do the Dance of the Seven Winds, but we were also worried still about Undril.
yes, because we still owed Undril a lot.
Yeah, and her stuff that she wanted to do was up at a place called Cape Vengeance, which is like super north of where we are.
Yeah, we went the opposite direction.
So we were discussing that Tazium and Myrth's family might be able to help Undril for us, but we didn't really come to like a conclusion on it. But it was a big point of discussion.
Yeah.
And then also Anitha brought up that like we kind of made a plan with her for her to go to Port Nyanzaru for a 10-day like recon mission while we go get the Black Lotus and do the crafting and then figure out if we want to help Undril or just go to Omu, essentially.
So we gave her a ton of money.
We give her 10,000 platinum,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah,
so much.
we're so rich it is. I remember Myrth just not having the ability to process it and giving all his money to the group amount.
Yeah.
Because he's just like, you remember, not that many sessions ago we talked about just working for coppers. And so now it's like, we can just easily hand that much money to somebody and still have plenty more.
Yeah, and a platinum is 10 gold, right?
Yeah.
So what's that, 100,000 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. So I think Zade kind of took the helm on this project with her.
Yes.
But he wanted her to establish a trade, like a black market trade route for us.
Because there was no way for us to shop. That was one of our like laments for this campaign, is that other than that initial shopping before River joined, when we had no money, we have not been able to shop, and we couldn't even like go back to the port right now and teleport because it's all shut down because of the political coup that's happening.
Think of all the wonderful soaps and fabrics.
The costume. How many outfits would I have by now?
You would have a lot of. We'll get you outfits. I promise.
Yeah, so that's one of the really interesting things as someone who's played in a lot of other games is the lack of purchased magical items.
Yes, it's honestly like it's really unique.
If any magical items we have, we either fought tooth and nail to get it in some sort of encounter or dungeon, or we built it. We made it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because everyone at this point is a pretty talented crafter, and we have a master artificer.
Yeah. So it's a very interesting campaign in that regard. Because we do have magical items, but it's all stuff we either like fought really hard to get or that Kayleen or one of us made.
And it required like a lot more, I think, like really fun creativity from us because since we weren't able to purchase anything, it was like, well, what do you need? And it kind of became more of a what do you want question, not like what item are you looking for? What item do you want to make? Because it can be anything.
Well, and that's also where a lot of our time went, like in these 4 years of play, is we had many a session that was just trying to make things.
Yes.
Because we were just undergeared.
Mm-hmm. It's like when we were in Hrakamar or the other, like the volcano with the dwarves and made you that scrying bowl, made Zade armor, made
all the fire resistance.
Mm-hmm. You made the earrings. Like there were so many crafting
Those
things.
earrings have saved y'all's lives so many times.
I'm doing the handshake thing. The yes. So, yeah, we wanted to get that trade route established so that maybe one day we could shop.
Yeah.
Still hasn't happened.
Nope.
I think she's made a lot of progress.
It hasn't been 10 days. Girl?
I really just had a crisis.
Yeah, all that stuff that you said happened, all the shit ton of stuff that happens to us between 17 and 19, it has not been, I do not believe it has been 10 days. Because that's what happens when you can travel in the blink of an eye.
Help.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. That broke me a little bit.
Are you okay?
No. Well, anyway, she's working on it. She's working She's working on the train route. So we sent her off, essentially, to get that done. And then there was the discussion about scouting Nangalore
Yes.
instead of just everybody going there at once.
So I wanted to go there myself because one of the consequences of a bad teleport is that you take damage.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a big chart that we talked about before of like, you know, a mishap or like basically like you roll a D100 if you've never been to a place and there's a percent chance that you actually get there, which is small. And then there's a bunch of different things that can happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
So Myrth was trying to be like, this is probably going to go wrong, and I don't want all of us to get hurt. So why don't you just let me teleport there, and I'll grab a rock, and then I'll come back. And nobody liked that idea, and so after many an argument, many a discuss,
Many Aggies.
we settled on Zade going with Myrth in case something happened.
Yeah, because he's really hardy
Mm-hmm.
and also has magic and
Yeah,
could heal
I mean,
you.
he at this point had 3 times as much health as Myrth did.
Yeah, he has the most health in the party, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, he and Kayleen
it
maybe.
might be Kayleen. I'm not sure.
It's close, but like Zade
is hardy. I think Zade is like tough and a whole bunch of other stuff. So.
Yes, he took that feat. He's got a ton of health, and he's got a crap ton of lay on hands healing points. Mm-hmm. So if he needed to like help either of you, he could do it really fast.
Yeah.
Without using a more limited resource, essentially. Oh, man. I wrote down what happened.
I don't think we do it today because I don't have enough spells to do it. So we go back to Cure Sabal first.
Yeah. We get everybody over there, essentially.
So we're making plans for like 3 days, essentially.
Yeah, because I think you teleported some of us and cast the mansion, and then we used the gate to like pull everybody else to Cure Sabal.
Yes, to the rest of the carnival.
Because you can only take yourself and 8 other willing creatures for teleport?
I think it's 9 total, so yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, we made those preparations, and then like the next morning the 2 of you teleported to go scout. Yeah. And there were mishaps. As you predicted. So
so many though. It wasn't like we landed in a rock once.
No, I believe there were 3.
Bounce, 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 bounce.
Yeah, so what happened is weirdly, well, I mean not weirdly, like Myrth is a great caster, but like I mean, you know, canonically, right? Like cuz this is you're rolling, could be anything. But like Myrth is a great caster. So in my head anyway, like you get to the garden all of the mishap times.
Yes, we do.
So which I think is a really fun way for Bardus to describe that. Because Myrth is a fantastic magic user. And knows where he wants to go. So the first was you were like right next to a large Venus flytrap. Like a Seymour. Or not Seymour. What's her name? Audrey. Audrey too.
Yeah.
The big plant. So there was a large Venus flytrap. Then you were atop a huge pavilion looking out at a massive villa with a flock of Eblis flying by. The cranes.
Yep.
And then you were in a river underwater.
Yep.
And then you popped out in a normal place in the garden. Like with stone under your feet and stuff. So I think you took like a little bit of damage, but not a ton.
You take bludgeoning damage every time you mishap.
Yeah, bludgeoning or force,
No,
depending on.
yeah, it's bludgeoning or force damage depending on whether you like. But essentially, you're shunted out of wherever you're not supposed to be, right? Like, think of it like in terms of if I teleport and there's not space, like physical space, there's already a creature in that space, then I get shunted out, which means I go back into the magic spell
Hmm.
and then I'll get pushed somewhere else. And then if there's like a stone wall or something, there's not enough space for me to land there for the spell to complete. So then I get shunted back into the spell. So
It's a scary spell. An infinite loop of possible bludgeoning damage. But
yeah, it was because those did not happen. Like they happen quickly if you're like in the game and you're those characters, right? It went blink, 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 right?
Mhm.
But for us rolling for it, it was like 20 minutes of like explanation and like this is the damage you take and this is what it looks like and this, so it was just like, are we gonna be stuck like this forever? Because Myrth was pretty beat up by the time we stopped blinking.
Yeah. So you guys made it through, thankfully, and did not die, which I'm happy about.
So this is bothering me. It's total non sequitur. Bartis, how did the caravans get to Kirsabal?
Oh my god.
Did I teleport them? Did Tazium teleport them? Because I know you can teleport objects.
I think it's if they're like attached to a person or like. I wonder if we could have taken the caravans through the gate portal.
I don't remember, but I know that they're all up there.
Yes, they are. They're on top of the bluff atop Kirsabal.
Yes.
Bartis, tell us, how did we do it? I don't remember.
It's bothering me. Anyway, continue.
That's okay.
So-
No, that's a great correction we're gonna get for that.
So we landed, and we were in this like broken jungle, overgrown courtyard.
Yeah, it's like obviously was once very beautiful.
Yes.
Very
and
ornate.
Immediately grabbed some of the stone that was from the ruins there and marked it as Nangalore.
Yes, and some notable things about what this garden looks like is there's a lot of stone here.
There's a lot of stone and there's a lot of water features.
Mm-hmm. And like more than you would expect. It's all very overgrown, but if it wasn't, it would be like an extra amount of stone things.
Yeah, so
statues.
yeah, there's a lot of statues, but there was also like a lot of like crumbled stone. And so like at the time, Zade and I were like, well, maybe there was a lot of more buildings here. But there was like, I remember this one, like we landed and we were basically like looking at the largest building and there was a water like channel or feature or something to our left, and then across the water there was another like smaller building, and then we were standing in the ruins of some sort of like pavilion. And in that time while we were standing there trying to like look around and make sure that we were like scouting and getting a good idea of what was going on, we saw some wee ones again.
Yes, which I totally forgot about. I'm
Yeah.
very happy that
I
you remembered.
remembered because I just remember Bartis being like, this is such serendipity. It was crazy because the first time Myrth met the wee ones who made his wisdom higher, Bartis rolled on a random roll table because these wee ones always like something. They either like or like strongly dislike a thing. And they really liked clothes. And at that moment, Myrth was just, they seemed fascinated by the scarf that Myrth used to wear on his head. So he gave them a scarf. And that was like a huge deal. I had no idea. I was just being Myrth at that time. This time, Bartis rolled again. And it turns out they really loved tall things. And Myrth is about 7 feet tall.
Yeah, guess who's tall?
And so, again, these extremely powerful, like, jungle creatures gave Myrth this insane boon just for being tall.
Honestly, he deserves it.
And what was it called? It was something of restoration,
Yeah,
I believe.
so they give you a charm of restoration as a gift. So it is a charm that has 6 charges. You can use an action to expand some of it or expend some of its charges to cast one of the following spells. Greater Restoration, 4 charges, or Lesser Restoration, 2 charges. Once all of its charges have been expended, the charm vanishes from you.
Yep.
That's crazy. Greater Restoration's a 6th level spell.
It's especially important where we are.
Oh my god, why would you say that?
I don't know. So we stuck around just long enough to have that interaction, and then Zade and I left.
Yeah, and I will say the other thing that you did was like you scouted like a tiny bit, and there were kind of 4 quadrants to this garden besides the really big building. And there were these big like stone obelisk type things in each one
That's right.
that had Chultan text, and you memorized them.
Yes. Yes, because one of the things that I had from domestic magic that we were kind of playing into with how good Myrth's mimicry is, was that in terms of like seeing something, Myrth has a type of eidetic memory.
Yes.
But it's very physical. So like it has to be like a costume, or it has to be like a dance or something like that. So Myrth like traced over all of it with his hands and his fingers so that he would memorize all of it.
Yeah, because you know who speaks Chultan? This guy.
Yeah.
River. So you memorized all of those. I don't think they were super hard to get to.
No.
And you parlayed with the wee ones. And then there was one more detail before you came back. You saw
a
your
hag. God damn it.
You saw all 3 hags.
It's the first time I ever saw them together.
Yeah.
I'd block that out.
Because they were just watching you. They were just like essentially eating popcorn, watching you.
Yep, that's right. Because Myrth was starting to get paranoid, and I remember that because I was just like, I'll just turn on see invisibility just to make sure that like everything's safe. And lo and behold, there they were. And from that day forward, he always had it on.
Yeah, and he pretty much always saw them at some point during the day.
Yeah, they were always watching us. But they were just sitting there, and he was like, because I remember at this point, like, I think I said something to them. I was like, what do you want?
Yeah, I don't remember if they answered you. Bartis might remember.
One of them started laughing. I remember that.
What a bitch. I
started laughing. It was the one that had like something coming out of her mouth. I don't remember. Yeah. Anyway, so then I told Zade what was going on, and then we left.
Well, actually, I forgot this until I just read it. Because of your how many spell slots you have, you pulled us through the gate cube.
That's right.
I think the 2 of you decided, like, we're here, nothing is...
And we see the hags. That's right. We decided to pull you through the... Oh, that's right.
Also, for fun flavor, there was a...
Yeah, because we were trying to get everything done quickly.
Yes.
And it would have taken 2 days to do everything we were trying to do. That's right.
I know, I forgot to. So you guys pulled us through because the hags were there. And I think also because you were like, nothing here besides them is imminently trying to kill us. I think it's safe. Mm-hmm. And so it was the rest of the party. So River, Kayleen, and Edain and Alara came with us. Edain's partner.
Yeah, it did. Kiddo come with us this time?
No.
Okay.
Saren stayed with the carnival because we didn't. I think mostly because of the hags. Because we were like, that ain't safe.
Yeah, but Saren ends up coming with us on some dangerous stuff.
I know.
It bothers Myrth so much.
It's so scary.
Because like it was his job to entertain kids. Like he did like adult entertainment too, but like he did a lot of juggling and like, you know, sleight of hand and things like that for like little kids. He's actually really good at sleight of hand.
Yeah, your bonus is crazy.
It's bananas.
Banana.
If he was a different person, a lot of things would not belong to y'all anymore.
If he was a rogue. we would be very poor.
So it was just really hard having a kid, like, because he's having a hard enough time with everything that's happening. But to have like a little kid too, it's just like.
I know, but she didn't come with us this time because it was supposed to be like a short, non-extended stay.
We're just trying to find the place in the garden where there's a black lotus.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna do that next time.
Oh man!
To leave you on a bit of a cliffhanger about what happens with the hags in the garden. Flint's like, I want to know.
No, I've just got that, like, I don't have like images in my head. I just like have like the way things make me feel, and they were laughing. Like, there's just one of them laughing at us, and the other two essentially like almost ignoring.
It was probably Penny. Penny was probably the one laughing. She was the worst.
Anyway, we'll be back to give y'all our prompt question. We'd love to hear from more of you. If you guys want to chat, we can either talk about what y'all have to say on the podcast or respond to it, or just talk to you privately. But
yeah, message us. Well, you can contact us on Buzzsprout, Instagram, YouTube, email.
Yep.
Call me on the phone.
Call me, beef me.
If you want to reach me. Yeah, please. We love hearing what people think and hearing what you want to.
What you want to hear about, too.
Exactly. We'd love to answer questions, stuff like
that. Y'all have had like some really cool ideas about what we should talk about, and like this goes for the Dragonstars too. Like details that we're forgetting or missing, or even like refocusing on some things.
Mm-hmm. But please, we love you.
First,
a word from our characters. Love this show? Of course you do. Want to learn more? I mean, who wouldn't? Well, you've come to the right bard. This is Mercutius Market with your host, me, Mercutia Claudius Titania Banquo Ulysses Falstaff. And yes, I did make the name myself. If you have questions for your wonderful hosts, or me, or anyone else you've heard on the podcast, but mostly me, email us at queerdicerolls, that's R-O-L-E-S, at obroris, that's O-B-R-O-R-I-S, archives.com. If you wish, you can send these poor, tired queers the funds for their iced oat lattes through our Ko-fi Queer Dice Rolls. Be sure to follow us on all your favorite platforms. If you'd like to peruse these or any other links, check out our Linktree. This week, we want to thank Falcon for her encouragement of our creative endeavors and insightful commentary about the campaign. You're gorgeous, and we love you. That's all for now, but I'll be back next week. Ta-ta! You've been listening to Queer Dice Rolls with Flint and Lena.
This week, we talked about getting to level 17. What's the highest level you've ever gotten to in a campaign?
Don't forget to send us a message on Instagram or Buzzsprout. We'd love to hear from you.
The two of us will be back next week with a continuing tale of the Dragonstunners.
But until then, take this inspiration die just in case.
Bye, y'all.